Hello, my. Wait a minute, let me see. Let's see if I can push this up just a tad bit. Okay, hello, my family, my friends, my items. I'm on the phone. And my jewels. What's up, y'all? Sorry, y'all see my booty. Holding the camera. Hello, hello, hello. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Today is the last day of Kwanzaa. Today is the last day of Kwanzaa, which is unity. I forgot the other name, but it's unity. I think it's unity. It's the last day. Good afternoon. Hey, y'all. Hey. I said that I wanted to come on here. I know people probably going to be spending time with their family and everything, but it's okay. I wanted to come live and I want to do a recap of my year, of how everything 365. How everything went for me this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How my new year went. And the different changes that I went through. And at the end of the year, where I am now. I'm just trying to make sure I'm on. Does my phone be tripping? Where I am now. Oh yeah, I'm live. I'm just trying to... Okay. So, a whole 365 days, and my life has totally changed, totally. But I am happy about it. 365 days. I'm in a new spot that I was in. Hello, everybody. Please give me a thumbs up. Hello. Sanchez. I think I said that right. I'm not sure. But yep, I just wanted to come on here and like a lot of people doing their own videos of like, you know, how they a recap of the year. And I just wanted to do a recap of my year, but I wanted to do it on here with my family and my friends. Hello everybody. Thank you for coming in. Hi. I appreciate you. 365 days. Last year at this time, I was not in the same position that I am in now, I can't even remember, was I home on New Year's Day? Or was I, sometimes we go to the hotels, but I think I was at home on New Year's Day last year at this time. But my life has totally changed since last year. Totally my occupation changed, my you know, where I live changed, and those of y'all that know me, y'all know, that follow me, know that the life changes that I made since last year. And I said that I put some things, and we often say what we want to do and how we want to change things in our life at the top of the year. We often do that. A lot of us do that. We want to lose weight. And I lost some weight. we want to lose weight. We want to make changes. We want to do this and we want to do that. Well, I did put some goals in place last year. How many of y'all got goals in place this year or had goals in place last year that you did accomplish? Well, of course, we all want to lose weight unless we already thin. We might not want to lose weight. But and that's always my goal is to lose weight every year. I always want to lose weight. And so within this year, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there. Since the top of the year, I did lose 20 pounds throughout the whole year. You know, some people I know, they done lost way more than that because they were more like, people are, you lose from how dedicated you are. Explain. Can somebody explain how people make money doing this? Um, you have to get monetized first to make money. Ryan, you have to get monetized. So you got to get like 1,000 subscribers, and you have to have 4,000 watch hours. After you get people to come to your channel and watch your content, and your watch hours go up, but it takes a long time. But anyway, so yeah, of course, people, a lot of people, we are top of the year. Our goal is to lose weight. I did lose weight last year. 2 years ago, I went on my weight loss journey. And it was basically a healthy journey to get my life back healthier and all of that, So even though I stopped working out like I was at the beginning at the first half of the year, I was like, own it, own it, own it. I still worked out here and there, but I still kept my diet together. So, since the summertime or since the end of the summer, I was still able to lose 10 pounds. So within the whole year, I lost like 20 pounds. Because, I don't know about anybody else, I had that 10-pound fluctuation. It just fluctuates up and down, up and down. But anyway, so yeah, but last year at this time, I was staying in my own apartment and I was doing daycare. And y'all know, those of you that know that I did daycare for like 25 years. 25 years I did daycare. Hey, baseball, do you have diabetes? Pre-diabetic. Pre-diabetic. So actually, 2 years ago, I was like one number from being what they call a full-fledged diabetic. My A1C was 6.4, 6.5. They would have made me start taking shots or put me on medication. But they put me on medication anyway. Metformin, not shots. They put me on metformin. It's thought to be healthy nowadays. Yeah, so they put me on metformin 2 years ago. I took it for a little while, but what I did was I got my eating habits under control. I stopped eating meat. I stopped eating like things that would turn into sugar, like pastas and sweets and all that stuff. And I had stopped eating bread. I do eat bread now. I don't eat it that much. I do eat pasta. Not that often. Like every now and then I eat a little bit, a little macaroni and cheese. But my goal is to even stop eating that again. Even though I didn't gain weight, but my sugar was still under control and everything. But I just don't want to. I don't want to eat it because I don't want things to start going the opposite way. Which I'll eat it like every now and then, a little bit, but not no lot. No, I'm not gonna do that. Don't like the diabetes. It's getting to your kidneys. Yeah, that's when my brother passed away from complications of his diabetes. It attacked his heart. He ended up dying from pneumonia. But yeah, so back to this message is held for review. I don't know what that is. So, like I said, last year this time I was doing daycare. I was living in my own apartment. I was still married, but we were separated. this year we did get a divorce. He initiated. I wasn't worried about it, but anyway, so we got a divorce. Um, but now I am maybe right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been some years now. It's definitely been some years. Um, I moved out of my apartment. I stopped doing daycare in my home. I closed down my daycare in my home after 25 years. Um, After 25 years, I stopped doing daycare in my home and I moved out of my apartment. It took me it took me a lot to come to that decision. I mean, I already came to the decision that I wanted to do it at the top of the year, even before, not this year. I'm talking, yeah, at the top of this year. I had already made a decision. Like, I was already thinking about doing it. I'll put it like that. Hope you find some. No, I'm okay right now. I'm okay with being single. um, I already made it, like, had the thought about stop doing daycare in my mind. I already had it, but at the top of the year last year, I really, really, really wanted to change. I wanted a change, and I wanted it, but I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know about how to go about doing it. I didn't know how to go about just stop doing it because that was my source of income. I still had to pay my car note. I still had to pay my rent. I still had to pay my bills. It was like, how am I going to do this? But my daughter said something about us living together, getting a house and living. Are you from Georgia? No. I'm in Ohio. I have my family is from, down south somewhere. I don't know where. It might be Georgia. You ain't the first person to ask me that. They said that's my accent. I sound like that. But no. I was born in Ohio. I'm a city girl. But my family, my grandfather, grandmother, they from down there. So yeah. I used to live in Dayton, Ohio. Oh, okay, okay. But yep, so she came up with the decision, she came up with an idea like, Ma, if you really want to change, if you really want to shut down your daycare, if you really want to move to, because I wanted to move to the west side from where I am, that we could just get a place together. Oh, 2 years. How did you like it? It took me, y'all, it took me about 6 months to come to that decision. I did want to close down a daycare and then go work in a school. I wanted to go work in a school, not a daycare center. I am presently working in a daycare center. I did put in applications to work in the school system, but I wasn't able to get in one yet. I'm still gonna work on that. But come when I finally made the decision to go ahead and shut down my daycare and move with my daughter, that was a life-changing experience for me because I never thought that I would end up having to live with one of my kids until I got older. I'm like 58 until I got older. Um, and it's when you live with somebody, it's a lot of compromise. After me living by myself for 7 years, I was married for we lived together for like 17 years. We were married for 25 years, but we lived together for 17 years. And then after living by myself for 7 years, it's like I do what I want to do. I go where I want to go. I don't have to, there's no compromise when you living by yourself. And of course, you still got to do everything on your own and everything. And sometimes it can be lonely, but I got used to it. I got used to it. I was, and sometimes I wasn't. Like this holiday, These holidays, Thanksgiving, we went up to Missouri and spent a week, spent a couple days, like 3 or 4 days with my daughter. This Christmas, I was here with my daughter and her children and two other extra people, and so that was good. That was good. I was able to wake up Christmas morning with my family, and and just spend Christmas Day with everybody, and not be by myself. Sometimes I was all right with being by myself, but sometimes it was like I would think like I wish I was with my family or friends or something like that, um, for the holidays. But these two holidays, like today, my grandkids, my son's kids, and my came over, and they spent the night last night. So we were all together last night. So I was not alone. Today, right now, while I'm with y'all, they gone. She went to take them home. This is the first time that I've been alone during the holidays, except for if I'm in my car driving or whatever. And let me tell you, it's peaceful. I love my grandkids, but they gone home, and I'm enjoying this peace. But I like it. I do. I like it. I like the fact that I'm not alone anymore. Um, but sometimes do I like my quiet time? Yes. Those are times I come in my bedroom and close the door, watch TV. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Or I'll get in my car and I'll just go drive for Spark or whatever, But I do that. I drive for Spark because I use that as a second job and all of that. Um, but I like it. It's so I'm so glad that I made the decision to close down my daycare and move out of there, and move, move here. We do have to compromise sometimes. It's because she like things her way, I like things my way, so I compromise, and I'm sure that she do too. But anytime you live with anybody, there's always a compromise. There's always a give and take. You know what I'm saying? So that you can keep the camaraderie, the peace, in the house and everything like that. But I'm glad I made that decision. So I'm glad that decision that I made. And when I made the decision was in April of last year when I made the final decision, like, yep, I'm going to do it. And I moved out at the beginning of July. And so I'm glad I made that decision. Now that I'm here, she was telling me, my daughter was telling me, Ma, you don't have to rush and find a job. Because I was working during in people's houses, taking care of them, a nursing assistant, home health aide. And then I was driving for Spark, and I found an agency, and I was going into daycare centers. So I still had income coming in where I was able to like pay my car note and pay her a little something. But I know how much it costs to live somewhere and to pay your own rent and all the rest of those bills. And so I still felt an urgency to get a full-time job. Plus, I wanted to work in a school system. I've been working since I was like 15 years old. It might have been 14. I'm not sure if it was 14, 15. But so I've been working like all my life. And so not to work felt strange to me. But but I put in a whole lot of applications this year. A lot of applications. I had about 3 or 4, at least about 4 or 5 interviews. About 4 or 5 interviews. I was offered like 3 different jobs, Catholic charities. They gave me the job. That was the one job I did want, but I couldn't get it. At the end, they had gave it to me, took my ID and everything, but because of something went on inside of their company, um, they couldn't fill the positions that they were getting ready to fill because of the what you call that? Oh, I can't think of the name of it. It had to do with their funding that they was getting from the government, so that they had to they put a freeze on all they hiring. I was upset because that was a good job. I was getting ready to get paid like $20 an hour, just to be an assistant teacher. Okay, I was so mad. But anyway, so I turned down a couple of jobs. I worked one day at a job and left. I'm like, oh no, this is not for me. And y'all already telling me y'all gonna work me like a Hebrew slave, and I ain't doing it. I was like, nah, you got to compete for a lunch break, a half-hour lunch break. Where they do that at? I ain't competing for no half-hour lunch break. Nah, I'm good, y'all. And there was some other stuff, so I ain't want that job no more. Happy New Year's! Hello, hello, hello. But then I decided, let me just fill out some applications for a daycare center and just get me a job. And that's what we're going to do until we find what we really, really want. Until I really get into the school system like I really want to. In the meantime, y'all, I'm going to school. I was going to school. I was still going to, hey, James. Happy New Year's. I was still going to school. Like this semester, I won't be in school. Unless something changed. I only got 8 more classes to graduate, so I'm really not happy about that because I had set myself on a path to graduate, but I'm gonna tell y'all what happened in a minute. So I ended up getting a job at a daycare center where I presently work, and so I am a lead teacher in a daycare center of a 2-year-old classroom, which I didn't want. I ain't gonna lie. I did not want to work with no 2-year-olds. I wanted to work with preschool. I wanted to work with preschoolers. But the position that they had available was 2-year-olds. Let me tell y'all. Miss V! Happy New Year's! Hey, girl! I'm just giving a recap of my this year. Happy New Year's. How you doing? How was your New Year's and your Christmas and all that jazz? But yeah, so now I'm a lead teacher in a preschool in a 2-year-old classroom against my better judgment. Against my better judgment, but when the Lord opened the door, you go through it. Either you go through it or you don't. Still working, right, girl? Me too. That's what I'm talking about right now. So I went through it and I got the job. And when I first got there, it was rough because some of those kids got some behavioral issues. One of them is a twin. It was twins in the classroom. And I was like, the first thing she asked me, how did my first day go and all the rest of that. I told her, why is these 2 twins in the same classroom? That don't make no sense to me. That don't make sense to me at all. There's no way in the world that you should have twins in the same classroom, especially when they bad. This is one lady I know, Auntie Debbie. She said there is no bad kids. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I get off in 30 minutes. Work. Oh, you work some overtime today. Oh, I was about to say, girl, it's New Year's. What you doing working? You OT. All right, Miss V. I beg to differ. Honey. Because one of them was just bad. Both of them together was horrible. I'm like, Because they already at 2 years old, they knew how to play games. They knew how to play games with you. They would tell you that they are one of them, and it don't be him, it be the other one. They we oh y'all open today. They they run, they jump, they climb over everything. They be taking stuff from people. They tell you no. They throw. I was like, I will be out of here if y'all don't get one of them twins out of here. I didn't say that, but that's how I felt. If one of them didn't go, I felt like it's either me or him. It's either me or him. One of us have got to go. Okay? No, this cannot. This cannot. Besides the fact that there was two other children in the classroom with behavioral problems. But if you got to focus on the twins all day long, then you can't focus on the other two. You know, you can't figure out what to do with the other two because you always struggling. It was, every day to try to figure out what you're going to do with these two. They took all the attention away from the other children. And the one teacher that was already there, I could tell that she was stressed out. I could already tell. So within like a week of me being there, a week or half, one of the twins was gone. Because she had already told me what they were going to try to do. They were going to try to move one of the twins to the other class. So after about a week of me being there, I think it was about a week, they put him in the other class. And so the twin, anytime you separate twins, one of them, they're going to have a hard time. So he did have a hard time. The bad thing that they did was they would bring both of them into the same classroom in the morning and then separate them. No. Okay, that wasn't working. You can't. You have to, when you come into the daycare center, split them up. Because twins need to have their own identity. Because they are one all the time when they home. It's just like siblings. When they home all the time, they that's dirty. Oh, amen. They home all the time and they're hello, hello, hello. And they're always together. And twins have a certain bond. You know what I'm saying? But it is important, just like when it's brothers and sisters, or sisters and sisters, brothers and brothers, it's important for them to have their own identity. And so how you going to give these twins their own identity when they are in the same classroom and they bouncing off each other? They don't. They act, when you act up, I'm gonna act up. When I act up, you gonna act up. Or we just gonna act up together and we gonna just tear this classroom up. No. Split them up so they can grow up. So they can learn how to do things. The other twin that I have now, actually, he was the more aggressive one. I didn't even realize that. And so, but he is coming a long way. He don't cry anymore when his mother drop him off. He closed the door. He still got his time where he act like a baby sometimes, but he is still only 2 years old. And so that's the one thing I have to remember with my 2-year-olds being in this class. I have to remember that they are still only 2 years old. They are not 3. They're getting ready to turn 3. So they still have some baby behavior sometimes. So what I do with like one of the little boys, he has anger issues. And because he got some family issues or whatever. And the other one, he's very spoiled because he's the only kid in his family. I talked to his mom. She's Russian, I think she is. And she was telling me, Russian or German, one of the two, but she speaks English. And so learning the kids has been learning who they are and their behavior and how I can best help them while I'm with them. has been a journey. And I started in this classroom the week before Thanksgiving. So basically I've been there for about a month. But I do know all of their names now. I know all of their names. It's only two little girls that I keep getting mixed up. That's because they almost look alike. They look like they could be sisters. My school that I work in is very diverse, the children and the teachers. I work with a couple different cultures and everything. So for real, y'all, am I the only black teacher in there? Yeah, I am. But our administrator is black. But I mean, it's not a big thing. It's not a big issue or nothing like that. Um, but I work in a very diverse school. But my kids is starting to they have definitely started to come around and attach. You know, we have some attachments to each other and all the rest of that. My one little guy that's spoiled, you know, I give him hugs because I know that he's spoiled, but I give him discipline. I give them healthy discipline. My one little guy that has the anger issues, I have to be a little bit more aggressive with him as far as with my be I have to not, I ain't gonna say aggressive. I have to be firm with him, but still loving. So he'll know that I expect more out of you. Even though you 2 years old, even though I understand that you're going through what you're going through, I expect more out of you. I expect for you to be able to manage your behavior a little bit, and I'll help you with the rest. I'm not going to I had to teach him from Jump Street. You do not hit me. You better not bite me. You better not bite me, because they had some things about hitting teachers and biting teachers, and I'm like, dude, if you bite me, I'm gonna bite you back, and my teeth bigger than yours. But no, I ain't no, we ain't playing that. Hello, hello, hello. I ain't playing that. That's one thing. I draw the line. I just like I tell them when they bite other kids, they parent did not send them to school to be getting bit by other children. That's not nice. And you don't want to get bit. You don't want anybody to bite you. So you don't bite other people. Our teeth is for eating, not biting people, you know. So it's like you do a lot of talking with the 2 year olds. You do a lot of, like, you know, compromising. Listen, I have to pick and choose my battles in this classroom. That's one thing. That's an important thing. Where I am learning. Um, I am definitely being in this classroom with a. We have 9 2 year olds. 9 2 year olds. In the morning is a teacher there, and then I come, and then they send her to another classroom, and then at 9:15 another teacher comes in. She comes in and she works from like 9:15 to 3. So she's with me. It's two of us in the classroom, unless I go down under ratio, which meaning I can have 7 of them. If I go to 8 of them, I'm out of ratio because there are 2. But honey, let me tell you, these 2 weeks for the holiday, we had the toddlers. My class and the toddlers was combined. Their class is next door. Our class has been combined because both of our ratio was down. So we had the 2 teachers and the toddlers and the 2s. Them being with them toddlers made me appreciate my 2 year olds. I'm like, send them kids back to their other class. Cause the toddlers, all they do is pour everything out. That's what toddlers do. Toddlers like to fill buckets and pour them out. They like to climb over everything, and they like to tell you no. They like to hit each other and take things from each other. Because when you are a toddler, the whole world belongs to you. And that's how they feel. And so when you get to 2 years old, you can start teaching them differently. And some of them will start to share sometimes, and other times it's a little struggle to get them to share. But they start showing empathy and sympathy towards other children. But with us, with our help, with us teaching them, with us showing them, how to do things, and with us, we have to guide them through that. And so, and doing like special activities with them that teach them those different behaviors, teaching them, like, a lot of things that I saw in the classroom when I came to that classroom that my poor little babies, they didn't have it. And I'm not, and that doesn't, I'm not saying nothing bad towards the other teacher, because everybody don't know how to teach 2-year olds, and especially 8 and 9 of them. Okay, especially that many of them. It's not, and especially when she had them twins. She had 4 kids with behavioral problems. 2 of them was twins. And then she had another little girl that she's a foster child, and she was doing a lot of this. She talked back to you and point at you, and like you heard, like she your mama. I said, when her mama got there one time, they told me to talk to her mother and tell her mom. I told her, I said, listen, your baby girl got a little sassy mouth, and she always telling me what she ain't gonna do, pointing her finger at me, fussing back at me, talking back all the time. What can we do? What can we do? Honey, she pulled that girl out of that class. Not aggressive. She told her to come here. She talked to her. Blase, blase. That little girl has been, she straightened up a little bit over time. So she don't do all that fussing back at me no more. I think her mother this is her foster mother, is working with her with that. She did a lot of hey when she tried to get my attention, calling me hey. My grandma used to always say, hey is for horses, and I ain't no horse, and I have found myself saying that. I said, hey is for horses. Hey, I stopped her. I made a decision. Listen, my name is not Hey. My name is Miss Stephanie. And if you want something from me, then call me Miss Stephanie and don't say hey. Hey, I turned around and kept doing what I was doing. And so every time when she said that, I would correct her. I would correct her. That's not my name. My name is Miss Stephanie. About 3 days it took for us to do that. She said, Miss Stephanie. Stephanie. She don't say Miss. She say Stephanie. I said, what you need, baby? I'm telling you, them 2-year-olds, they're a mess. You have to correct them. You have to help them. They don't know if this is what they do at home with their brothers and their sisters and their mothers and their fathers. This behavior that they displaying, if this is what they see, and if this is what they do, you have to, if you're a teacher, you have to help them. Now, if you don't want to, you can't be in the classroom. So I'm there. I'm there against my better judgment because I wanted preschoolers. But I'm starting to learn them. I enjoy being able to figure out activities. I enjoy lesson planning. I enjoy you know, doing different things to bring to the classroom for them to, so they can play with certain things. Because, honey, when I came in that classroom, it's a lot of things that they missing. It's a lot of things that they need in order to keep their attention. They are, a lot of them kids was acting up and running around and doing all this crazy stuff because they bored. They are bored. The stuff that's in their classroom, they bored. They don't like it. It is no use. They've torn up things. They had markers and crayons and all over the walls, and they done tore up things. You could tell they tore up things because half the stuff is there and half the stuff ain't. I'm like, it's only one kind of blocks in the room. They had wooden blocks, but they had to take them out because they was throwing them. Because there was nobody there to give them good discipline. So no, no. We ain't getting ready to throw. We ain't getting ready to throw. We not. I'm not saying that they don't throw, because 2-year-olds throw. That's what they do. So we done split up the classroom and we did some things, try to move the classroom around, and I gave them a large muscle area, kind of like closed the room off. And the lady came there and she was talking to us and telling us, you know, it's better if you don't always tell them, no, don't do that. Show them how they could do it positive, how they could do it in a learning way, in a teaching way. So it was like, you know what? She right. I'm in school. I'm learning this stuff. I'm learning how to redirect children's behavior. I've been doing this for 25 years. I done already got my associate's degree. I'm working on my BA in early childhood development. So let's get some restructuring, like how you rebrand something. Let's restructure. So that's what I'm trying to do with these 2-year-olds and what's been going on in the classroom. So far, I'm trying to restructure this classroom. Hey, DC Kool-Aid. What's up? What's up? So I'm trying to restructure the learning style or the things that's been going on in the classroom. Teaching them something different, giving them some discipline. You know what I'm saying? So this year I'm getting ready to start working on teaching them their alphabets, because I'm big on that. At 2-year-old, alphabets, colors, numbers, shapes. And when they get closer to 3, starting to teach them how to write their names. Because you can teach a child how to write start writing letters at 2 if they can hold their pencils the correct way. Anytime if you can do it, if they do it every day on a consistent basis or a couple times a week, then at 2 years old, they gonna be writing their name. Anything a child does or anybody do on a consistent basis, they'll be able to do. So the structure for the classroom is getting ready to come. It's coming now in January. So we have a lesson plan. We have routines. So this week, I am going to work at following our routines daily. And that's going to consist of working with the teachers that's there when I come in. Because the one teacher come in, she do breakfast. When I come in, we cleaning up. See, they always taking her out. And so when they take her out, that means I got to finish breakfast. I got to clean up. Then they gone and doing whatever they going to do. Then we got to change all the diapers. And then we go into group time, what they call morning meetings. So I'm going to start doing 2 meetings, 2 circle times, which I'm going to call a morning meeting in the morning and one in the afternoon. So in the afternoon, because I already figured out what to do in the afternoon, because a lot of kids start leaving after snack. They wake up by 3. They eat their snack at 3. They up and already changed. They eat their snack at 3. Parents start coming in by 3:30, and between 3:30 and like 5:15 or 5:30, and that's when all the kids is gone. But if you have a structured classroom in the morning, sections for kids to go places and do different things. If we have 2 teachers in there working with those two-year-olds, if I take 4 and she take 4 or 5 or however, because there's always one child that don't want to be a part of what's going on until he does. If we split the room up with 2 activities going on at the same one, a group activity, but also separate activities, and then it will make the time go faster, and it will give the kids structure. It will give them less time to run around. It will give them less time to be bored. Circle time should be interesting. It should be. That's why I was telling them I need a whiteboard. I need a whiteboard for my circle time. I need some other stuff for circle time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's 2-year-olds, they don't stay there for a long time, but they love music. I need some stuff for, hey coach, what's up? Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. So it's a lot of things that I need. But I did go in that closet and straighten out that closet. There's a lot of things that I found. So until I get what I need, I'm going to have to use what I got. And I'm going to have to use, I have brought some things into the classroom. So I'm going to have to use what I got. Like tonight, I don't know how many kids going to be there tomorrow because it's the day after New Year's. And we got a lot of sickness going around in that classroom. I was sick with the flu for like a whole week. My daughter was too. It's like, I hope they clean. I be sanitizing. My hands all dry because I be sanitizing that room. I ain't got time for all these little germs. Y'all can't be trying to take me out like that. But we gonna bring some structure. If you keep the kids busy in the morning because they eat lunch at 11:30, from 9 o'clock to 11:30, your day will go smoothly. You know what I'm saying? That's 2.5 hours. The only problem is 2-year-olds, their attention span is not that long. So you have to have a lot of interesting things happening at the same time happening in this classroom. We have to have some structured time, like music time, art time, all this other time, water play, sand play, reading, interesting things to do with large muscle. The kitchen area is missing a lot. The block area, we have to have a lot of interesting things. So they want to go and be a part of these areas and not just go there and just tear stuff up. One thing for sure, 2 things for certain. I need them 2-year-olds back in their class. I mean them toddlers. I need them toddlers back in their own classroom. Because they coming over there tearing up my classroom, and then some of my 2-year-olds is acting like toddlers. That's going backwards. No, send them little people home. Because our classroom is adjoined. But listen, send them little people home. I love them, but y'all can come in the morning for breakfast. But after that, we need to split this classroom. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Working with the toddlers, working with the 2-year-olds. The one thing I had to do, which I had got off track, I wasn't used to going to work outside the house. So a lot of things have changed for me. I had stopped working out like I was. Um, I had stopped walking because I had started walking in the afternoon. And so, but I found my body I started getting stiff. Even though I was still losing weight, that was surprising to me. I still lost like 5 pounds in like um, the last month. That was surprising to me. I lost like 5 pounds in the last month. I ain't mad. But I had to start getting up in the morning. Like I get up at 6. I had to start getting up in the morning and at least working out for 10 minutes. Like even if it's not a strenuous workout, but moving my body, loosening my body, keeping it loose, lifting my legs, stretching, and all of that stuff, because I felt my body um getting tight or whatever. So that's one of the things I have to adjust. In the evening when I come home, I be like, some days I'm good. I'm not as tired, but some days like I just want to get in the bed and lay down and watch TV and I fall asleep. I be falling asleep. Them little people be wearing me out. But I have to find a way. And then y'all know it's wintertime, so it just get dark so early. If it wasn't dark, I probably wouldn't be so tired. But I have to find a way to get myself back to working out um, more than 10 minutes. But for right now, 10 minutes is good. I'm happy that I started moving my body again, because my body feel better now that I'm moving. I have been getting a lot of cramps at night. I don't know why. I don't like it. Um, I don't. Last night I got two cramps. I got a big one in this leg, and I got a little one in my calf. And that's because yesterday I worked out with my daughter and I didn't stretch. I know that if I don't stretch, I get cramps. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm gonna keep some mustard by my bed. It be so hard. It be so hard. I hate it. And so I don't know why. It's like, am I not drinking enough water? I think I'm gonna have to do something about some electrolytes or something like that, or something, because these cramps is killing my legs at night in the middle of the night. It's horrible. But all in all, this whole year has been great. It has been great. It has pushed me to my limit. I had to learn how to uh I had to learn how to fill out applications and all the rest of that all over again. Like the way they do it now, everything is done on the computer. But when I was looking for a job before, it was like I was writing, filling out applications. But now everything is on the computer, which is cool because y'all know I am computer literate. Um, so this year, I have had some major accomplishments. I reached I reached some of my goals with moving, with changing my career. Even though I'm in the same field, I changed my career. With continuing on my weight loss journey, continuing to try to stay healthy. I have some, I did I maintained A's throughout the whole year and all my marking periods. I did maintain my A's. So the other thing is with my school, because I don't work in my home anymore, I broke the contract, they said. So they were paying for me to go to school. I broke the contract. I don't go to because you have to have your home daycare and you have to keep it open for a year after you graduate. That I If they told me that, I don't remember. They probably did, I'm sure. So They are not paying for next semester. My job does have um, some assistance to help you pay for your schooling. I did fill out for financial aid. Um, so I did fill out for financial aid. I got to check it and see if it is if I got approved. My school does not start back until the 12th. I may be able to, if I get if I get approved for the financial aid, and I can fill out some grants because I do have A's. So I've maintained A's, and there is possibilities for me to get money from other places. The other thing about being in the Teach program, helping you teach, paying for you to go to school, you can't get money from nowhere else except for financial aid, and they take it. So they take the financial aid money, and anything that's left over, then they'll pay it. So financial aid every semester will not cover both of my classes. My classes every semester is like $3,100. And then there's my books. And they used to give me like a stipend every semester that could range up to $1,000. You know what I'm saying? I missed that. I was looking for that around Christmas, but when I found out that they weren't going to pay for it no more, I found out I wasn't going to get it. But anyway, so they told me after 3 months of me being with my job that I could fill out for the Teach program again, and and see if I can get approved through that way. Um, I'll do that. But in the meantime, in between time, I did fill out for my financial aid. I'm gonna go through my job and see what they have to offer. Um, that's what I was supposed to do while I was off for these couple of days, and I didn't. Anyway, and I'm gonna try to at least get into one class this semester. If not, I'm not gonna beat myself up. Whatever. So that was last year. I had a good year. I had a lot of changes. I'm in a totally different place, mind frame, spiritual, physical, everything. And I accomplished some goals that I set out at the beginning of the year. And I'm happy about that. I accomplished those goals with changing my whole life. Was it big? Was it hard? Was it tedious? It was mentally, physically, a little bit. Financially, it was hard financially because that was the hardest part for me, y'all. I went from getting paid every week, you know what I'm saying, to getting paid like my income went down. When I say it went down, before I started working, it went down. I was like, it was rough. So that's why I was driving DoorDash, and then I started driving Spark, and then I found the daycare thing where they send you to different daycares. So I found that. Actually, I found another one that some of the teachers told me about. Um, and so now that I'm back, I'm working full time. It's still not exactly what I wanted. The money that when I got my first check, I was like, "What is this?" But I forgot that I hadn't worked 40 hours, and then when I still got my other check after that, I was like, "Okay, this is better," but the government take out a lot of money. What in the world? The government take out a lot of money, y'all, and don't want to give us nothing. I'm like, so it's still a process. I work full time. But it's my financial position is a lot better. I draft Spark, which is Walmart. Like, I shop for people and I deliver their groceries, and I try to, when I work on Saturdays or Sundays, I try to make like $100 a day. And sometimes during the week I might get a chance to do some. I had a goal to try to like do $300 every week from Spark. I won't be able to do that all the time. I know now I won't be able to do that all the time, but I can try to make at least $200 every week. So that's like a extra $800 added to my income with my job. Sometimes I may not do it. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on how I feel. If I'm tired, I might want a day off. Um, so, but yeah, it's just a process of changing and doing things differently. But would I go back to what I was doing? No, I won't. I won't. I won't. I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna keep moving forward. I'm gonna keep moving forward. I'm gonna do what I need to do. So this year, my one of my main goals, I gave myself a goal by March. Stephanie50 and climbing. I want that channel monetized back. I'm gonna get that channel monetized back. This is Stephanie50 and climbing. I am at like $2,600, $2,600 watch time hours since I started back. When I started back a year ago, I ain't have no watch time hours. So I need like 1,400 more. So I am going to be going live more. I'm going to be putting up some of my other things that, that play through the night. If y'all see that, jump on there, give me a little bit of watch time. If you can let it play while you cleaning your house or whatever, drop some hearts in there every now and then to, support that. It's called Gentle Dreams, where like how I got it playing now. I don't know if y'all can see it on the TV. That was my latest one I did, where I got a picture of me in there, and I created that picture, and then it's music. So I'm gonna be doing there's gonna be another kind that I'm gonna be doing and creating, which I'm supposed to be trying to work on that a little bit tonight. Like, I might put up one. I already created one that I may put up tonight, because I want to try to put them up like every other day or every 3 days or something. So what they play through the night, and I usually start it like around 10, so I can stay on there and engage for about an hour with anybody that come in, and then just let it play through the night because it's soft music. It's like a retro thing. I'm gonna be creating another one that have like scriptures and stuff like that in there. But yeah, we're doing that, and going live and putting up videos and being in my watch time hour clubs and stuff like that. I'm working on getting this channel back monetized. So what I did start doing is, in the morning on my way to work, I go live for a half hour. When I did it Monday or Tuesday, something happened. It's like, I don't know if it's the area that I went through or whatever. It just kicked me off. And then when I was the one that I did on Monday, I was on there for a whole hour, and my sound went away. I was like, what the heck happened? I played it back the next day. I didn't even know. I played it back the next day, and the sound had went away. But anyway. So these are some things that I'm going to be doing with Stephanie50 and climbing, trying to get that channel monetized back. That's my goal by March, is to get those 1,400 watch time hours. Is it going to be easy? No. Is it going to be doable? Yes. I am going to dedicate dedicate myself to do what I need to do. Talk to some of my friends. Get it. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Cause I met a whole lot of y'all that's on here that jumped in and jumped off. From Stephanie57 Journey channel, and I was with this big group of people, and a lot of them got monetized last year, and I didn't. Why? Because y'all dedicated yourselves to getting your channel monetized. Y'all was in each other's lives like you supposed to, doing what you needed to do. But I didn't have that type of time where I could just be in lives all the time. When my spare time, I was doing schoolwork. Right? Yes. I was doing schoolwork. I was working, doing schoolwork. You know, I had a lot of reading and stuff like that. So, but I told myself you could have gotten that channel monetized. But sis, you got a whole channel here where you already got like 23,000 folks. You know what I'm saying? All of them don't watch your channel, but you already got those numbers. You got people that will play your playlist. You got people that do watch your channel or whatever. And you know what to do to get monetized because you were monetized before. So working on two channels at the same time, trying to get both of them monetized, it wasn't no joke. But I'm still gonna be on my other channel because that's still about my healthy journey. But my goal is to get this channel back monetized by March. Is to get those 1,400 watch hours. And so, yeah, we gonna do that. We gonna do that. Hey, girl. Happy New Year's, my sister. Hello there. I love you. But yes. So that's the goal. Any other goal is, of course, to continue to be healthy. It's to continue to be healthy. It's to continue to try to lose more weight this year. Yes, do I want to lose weight, but the main thing is I want to be healthy. That's the main thing. I did not know you were not monetized. What happened? I lost my monetization a couple years ago because I wasn't putting up any videos. Yeah, I know. You know, I was monetized on this channel, but I about 2 or 3 years ago, I lost my monetization because I had took that 2.5 year break, and all my reserve that I had, it was for a while. Even though I wasn't putting up no videos, but I was still getting paid like about 4 times a year or something like that, and because people were still watching my content. But I had stopped putting up videos. They sent me a warning, but I didn't heed to it. And then all of a sudden, bam, my channel was gone. I mean, I still had my channel. I can still put up videos, but I wasn't getting paid no more. But yeah, so I'm just, I started putting up videos again last year in December. But I have another channel that I started called Stephanie57 Journey, and that's all about my healthy journey. You know, the changing my lifestyle with eating better and all that stuff. So, and I started that channel because I didn't know that I could get my monetization back. I didn't know at the top of last year. I didn't know that, but I talked to Geo, and she was telling me. She was like, I told her what they said. She was like, "That's all you just need to do is get your watch time hours back up, and then you can get your channel back monetized." So I was working on it this year, because when I came back, I ain't had no hours, none, zero, zitch. But now I got like 2,600 something. So I need like 1,400 to get my monetization back. So I'm just gonna be working on, continue to because I didn't go live a lot this year at all. I only went live every now and then. And you know, in order for you to get to monetize, you got to go live. So I'm gonna start going live more. And I have a stream that I do called Gentle Dreams. I play it at night. Uh where it's like a bedroom, and the retro music is playing, and I usually put like me, a cartoon, a picture of me like in the bed watching TV or in the chair drinking a cup of coffee, and that's what I did. Like I got up here right now, y'all can't see it that well, but it's on that TV right there, and it's playing. I got that big old dog. So I put those up. I'm gonna start putting those up too. And of course, you know, like anybody that want to help me grab one of my playlists, and I got 50-hour playlist, or I have 50-hour, or I got 6-hour playlists on there too. So if y'all want to grab one of my playlists and play those for me, it would be greatly appreciated. If you got an extra computer, just put it on there and let it play while you're going about do your business. I appreciate that. But that's my main goal for now. Right now. Right now. Is to get my monetization back and continue to work on my healthy journey, and spend more time on live, connect back more with my folks, and trying to set a time for my workout in the evening. That's one thing I want to do when I get home. I want to work out before I go to bed. Because when you working out, or you work out with some weights or something like that, it don't have to be strenuous. You still burn muscle. You still burning fat when you work out with weights. You still be burning fat while you relaxing. But I gotta remember to eat, eat right, of course, and eat something after I work out with weights, so my body will stay in fat burning mode. So I don't have a lot of goals except for to continue to do what I've been doing and just do it better. And if I come up with any more goals, hey, I'll share them. It is better to do it in the morning, a 4-hour prior to sleep. Yeah. I work out better in the morning. I found that out about myself. I work out better like now, but because years ago, I would work out at 7 o'clock, honey, 6:30, 7 o'clock. And I used to get it. And it's like, wait, what happened? I done got older. My body done changed. And it's like, I just need to go to sleep. I used to be a night person. Yeah, I'm like, what? This menopause is taking me through some changes. Shoot. Because before I used to be hot, just hot. Now, I'm sitting in the house with a hoodie on. I had my hat on for a minute. We was outside. I'm in Ohio. I know you in New York or New Jersey up there. And we had Coach, she up there in New York. New Jersey, New York, up there too. Did y'all get a lot of snow? Because we got a lot of snow. We got a lot of snow yesterday. I even turned my lav on the front porch. And I had a snowy lav. The wind was blowing and knocked it was on my stand, and I had to put some stuff on the stand to keep it still, so it would be still and play, just let it run and play out there while it was storming, while it was snowing. Girl, that wind was so high. Man, we got so much snow last night. I was like, what the world? I didn't even know we was getting it. I don't even know where it came from. We had like a winter storm. Christmas, we ain't had nothing. We got it all on New Year's. Yes, 27 inches. Yeah, that sound like, what we got yesterday. Me, my four grandkids was here. So me and my daughter and my grandkids, they went outside this morning, this afternoon, to play in the snow and make snow angels and everything like that. My man was like, I got to get out this driveway in the morning and go to work. So I got that shovel because I ain't feel like I ain't want to be falling in no snow. My grandson wanted to throw snowballs at me. I was like, player, I don't play like that no more. Don't hit me with no snowball. Because, see, they be want to hit you in your face. And I don't want to be hit in the face with no snow. Because if y'all hit me in the face with some snow, I'm about to pick up somebody and just dump y'all in the snow. But they threw a couple snowballs. You know, it was all right until it wasn't. Then when them hit me in the face, I said, that's why I don't want to play. Because, see, I get mad. I'm a sore loser. I ain't play. No. I ain't playing with y'all kids. But yeah, I started shoveling because the snow was soft. It was soft. It wasn't wet. And we got a long driveway, honey. I'm like, wow, my grandkids is over here. We need to get this done. Because my son would have said the same thing. He would have been like, Mom, why is you out there shoveling? My kids over there. Make them do it. And we all just took turns shoveling. Hey, Auntie Mama. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Yeah, we all took turns shoveling, getting that snow out this driveway. And so now the whole driveway shoveled, the walkways and stuff like that. This driveway is long. I was like, my God. I'm glad the snow was soft. So it didn't take a lot. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. What did you do, Auntie Mama? What you do today? We celebrated Kwanzaa, y'all. This is my first time celebrating Kwanzaa. I did some videos with my daughter and the kids and all that. So I got a lot of old videos. I tried to do Vlogmas. I did the best that I could. I did the best that I could. I did pretty good on Stephanie50 and climbing. On Stephanie57 Journey, I did the best that I could. That's all I can say, because I just did my best. I probably could have did better, but I did. We had a big dinner at my sister-in-law's. Oh, cool. That's cool. I put a small... Okay, definitely. You know I'm watching it. But yeah, so I still got a lot of videos in my phone, a lot of footage in my phone from just making videos. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to be dropping them. I'm just going to be dropping them. That's all I'm like, I got to get this footage off my phone, because my phone is like, your storage is full. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, what? It's full. So I got a video. I made a video from yesterday. And I was going to put it up, but I was determined I wanted to go live today and talk about my year, talk about last year. And so I did. I'm glad I did. Don't you just hate that one? Yes. They be wanting you to buy one of them, buy some time. I don't want to buy no time. I just need to put up these videos. And now I got my old phone. This is my old phone. I can still I can still record on it. But I still owe AT&T some money on that phone, so I can't get. I to tell the truth, shame the devil. I still owe AT&T some money on this phone, so I can't get no what's the name on there. It's okay. But what I do is when I go out and drive Spark, I record with this phone. I be recording with this phone, so I do my Spark videos with that phone. I put up a Spark video every Sunday. I already dedicated myself to that. Stephanie50 and climbing. Every Sunday, I put up a Spark video. I got a couple of them on here that I need to edit and just drop them on there and put them in place so that way on Sunday come, it'll come on. And that's what I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna do that. What is Spark? Don't you just say? Oh, Spark is when you drive for Walmart. Excuse me. When you like go shop for groceries. I like shopping. You know, my money or your money, whoever money you. When you go shop for other people's groceries and you deliver them to their house, and so you get paid a certain amount of money. Say, for instance, like, what's the name of that? DoorDash or Instacart. You ever heard of DoorDash or Instacart? So some people like have somebody, if they Instacart, they'll put in an order for their groceries to be delivered to their house. So Spark is Walmart. That's Walmart's driving company. So if you sign up for Spark, you get in there, you drive, you only shop at Walmart. And you pick up, you go in there, you get an order, you gotta be, they gotta let you into it's the same with DoorDash. You fill out the app and all the rest of that, and then they gotta, you gotta wait to get in there into their whatever you call it, and you gotta wait for them to okay you, and then you can drive for them. It's like you can drive whenever. You just turn the app on, and you get orders, and you can pick and choose which order you want to get. I try to do like in my area, I try not to go over 5 miles. Like whatever order I get, I go go shop for people's orders. Or sometimes you can do curbside. Curbside is you just pick up the packages from the back of Walmart, just like if you was to put in an order and you go to Walmart and you pick up your stuff from back there and you take it home or whatever. Well, that's curbside. So they'll have us. We'll go back. We can get an order where we can just pick up orders. We ain't got to shop for them, and we can just pick them up and drop them off too. Target has a program also like that. I forgot the name of it, but Target has Target got a program like that too. But I am in the Instacart program and the DoorDash program, but I haven't even Instacarted yet. I did before I was working full time. I was doing DoorDash, but honey, when I got in Spark, you could pay way more money than DoorDash. Now sometimes you can get some stuff in DoorDash, because I was driving Spark and it was slow one day this week, and I turned on my DoorDash, and they gave me I got an order from what is the name of that store? I forgot what store that was. Go shop for somebody's grocery, $22. I said, I ain't never had no order like that on DoorDash. But I only do DoorDash now if Spark is like really, really slow, because they have not been slow, because a lot of people getting a lot of stuff delivered because of the holidays and stuff. So I've been doing that, and I do that. I only do that part time to to make up whatever money I need, or so I use that like as a part time job. Yeah, but I work full time Monday through Friday, unless they like Michelle. Okay, yeah, I do that Monday through Friday. Um, when I go to work early, I go to work late on Tuesday. Sometimes I do Spark in the morning. I do a couple in the morning before I go to work, and I'll usually only do Spark on the weekends. Shoot, they was open today because Walmart was open today and Spark was on. I could have went and drove if I wanted to, but honey, I needed me a break. I needed a break, so I ain't do it. Cause I do it again. I do it again Saturday and probably Sunday. But yep. So yeah, y'all. I just wanted to get on here, and I've been on here for a minute now, about an hour and a half. That's cool. That's cool. But I just wanted to get up. It's 7 o'clock. But I just wanted to come on and talk about do a recap of my year, and then talk about what I'm gonna work on towards this year. And so that's my main thing, is to get my channel back monetized this year by March. I'll let y'all know how close I get by March. I'm giving myself a goal, and that's where I'm working towards it. So I'll be putting up a lot of content. I'll be going live as much as possible. I'm gonna force myself. How much did you weigh? I'm gonna force myself. Go live. Go. I was like, Riri. I'm like, she go live every morning before she on her way to work for a half hour. LSP used to do that every morning on her way driving to work. She used to go live. I was like, well, why you can't do that too, ma'am? Why you can't do that too? You build up your watch time hours. So you got to do whatever you got to do in order to get what you need to get. Right. And so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to jump on up off of here because it is 7:01. I do have to be at work at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I do want to put up 2 videos on this channel and on my other channel. Because I do got a lot of content. I need to get it up. I need to get it moving. So I thank you guys for coming on my live. Thank you. I love you guys with the love of the Lord. Y'all, let's just keep each other in prayer, and whatever you got planned for the new year, just make it happen. Just do the best that you can. Look at that early start. Earn $15 extra after 3 qualifying trips. So they do be having incentives too, Vern. They have incentives in the morning. And they have incentives like all day. If you do extra trips and stuff like that, they give you extra money. So if that's something that you looking, you live close to a Walmart or that you don't mind doing, you can earn some extra money. Sure, who don't like extra money? Who don't like extra money? Well, I don't drive at night. I don't drive in the dark though. I come home from work, it be dark, but I only do Spark in the daytime. Only in the daytime. I ain't got time for that. But I love you guys with the love of the Lord. Thank y'all for coming in. We will see you in the next video. Bye.